In the last section, we discussed about gyroscopic ship on steering or turning. Today, we are going to discuss about pitching. In pitching, we already discussed a basic about it in the last video, but I am repeating it once more. Pitching means it is just an up and down motion. Means it is just an up and down motion of the ship about the mean position. Means here we are taking the axis, reference axis, the transverse axis is the reference axis. Means about the reference axis, how much is ship going up or down, right? Means here the ship is turning about up and down about the transverse axis. Means here you can see two angles, theta and phi. Here theta means how much the ship is tilting from the axis of spin, that is theta. Okay, then phi means the maximum amount of tilting from the axis of spin, maximum amount of tilting from the axis of spin. Means you can see that here theta means amount of tilt from the axis of spin in the upward direction or downward direction. So what is the total amount of tilt about axis of spin? That is theta upward and theta downward. So total 2 theta. Similarly, what is the maximum angle of tilt or angle of swing, you can say, about the axis of spin? That is phi upward and phi downward. So maximum is 2 phi. So this is the same thing I have explained. So when we are, I already told you it is an up and down movement of bow or stern about transverse axis. So since it is up and down movement, it is considered as a simple harmonic motion. And for simple harmonic motion, the equation is usually defined as theta is equal to phi sine omega 1t. It is a standard form where phi already I told you amplitude of swing, maximum value, and omega 1 means angular velocity of SHM, which is already we know. That is angular velocity omega equal to 2 pi by Tp. Tp means time period of SHM. Next one, we are finding angular velocity of precession. So angular velocity of precession given by rate of change of angular displacement, that is d by dt of theta. And what is theta? Phi sine omega 1t. So d by dt of phi sine omega 1t. Upon differentiating, we are getting phi omega 1 cos omega 1t. So for omega p to be maximum, cos omega 1t is 1. Right, that is omega 1t is 0. So maximum omega p is equal to phi omega 1. And next we are finding angular acceleration, that is d square by dt square of theta. That is instead of theta we are substituting phi sine omega 1t. So we are getting alpha equal to minus phi omega 1 square sine omega 1t. For alpha to be maximum, sine omega 1t is equal to 1. So alpha maximum value is minus phi omega 1 square. So next we are going to discuss a problem on pitching. The problem is the mass of a turbine rotor of a ship is 3500 kg. It has a radius of gyration of 45 cm and speed of 3000 rpm anti-clockwise when looking from stern. Estimate the gyroscopic couple and its effect. When the ship is pitching in simple harmonic motion, the bow falling with its maximum velocity, the period of pitching is 40 seconds. The total angular displacement between two extreme positions of pitching is 14 degree. So this is the question. The given data are Tp, it is given time period of oscillation is 40 seconds. Since it is given total angular distance between displacement between two extreme positions of pitching means 2 phi. That is 2 phi is 14, so phi is 7 degree. We are converting it into radian, that is 70 pi by 180 is equal to 0.122 radian. Then angular velocity of system we know omega 1 equal to 2 by Tp. So 2 by Tp we know 40, 2 by 40 which is equal to 0.157 radian per second. Then maximum angular velocity position is omega p max. That is omega p max, we already know the equation. What is omega p max, which is equal to phi omega 1. So using this equation we are getting omega p max is equal to phi omega 1. Phi we know 0.122 radian and omega 1 we know 0.157. From that we are getting 0.0192 radian per second. So maximum gyroscopic couple is C omega max equal to I omega p max, that is I we are getting or I we are getting where I equal to mk square, that is 3500 into K is given 45, so mk square, so 708.75 into omega. Omega, where we are getting omega? Omega P means 0.0192 and omega is 314, where we are getting means omega is 2 pi n by 60. So 2 pi n is given 3000, so 2 pi n by 60, from that we are getting omega 314.16. So which is equal to 4275.08 Newton meter. So what is next we are discussing, what is the effect of it? So it is given in question, the bow falling with its maximum velocity, means bow is falling. Okay, and we are looking from where? Looking from stern, and the rotor is rotating in, when looking from stern it is rotating anti-clockwise direction. So you can see here, when rotating from stern it is rotating in anti-clockwise direction, and bow is falling down, means front side is going downward. So we are, what we are doing, we are drawing the figure with bow falling downward. So we are rotating bow to 90-degree in the downward direction. So now you can see that what is the direction of rotor? Counterclockwise. It is already mentioned here, counterclockwise. So what will be gyroscopic coupled opposite direction, right? So clockwise. So clockwise means what will be the effect? Means when we are looking from stern it is clockwise, means it is coming towards stern, right? Means it is coming towards stern. So in which direction stern will move? Are getting? Means in which direction stern will move and in which direction bow will move. Means when we are looking from the stern, the bow will starts to turn towards right side. Right, means when looking from stern, it will starts to turn towards right side. The bow will starts to turn towards right, and stern will move towards left. And looking from stern, stern will move towards left and bow will turns to right. And what is the right side of the ship? That is starboard. So what is the final effect? Bow tends to move to starboard side, right side, when looking from stern. So next we are going to rolling. Rolling is very simple. It is not that much confusing. It is just a twisting or untwisting moment about the longitudinal axis. Here you can see there is no gyroscopic effect. Why? Means here you can see here, means here the axis of precession and axis of spin both are parallel. That is why there is no gyroscopic effect. For gyroscopic effect to occur, axis of precession must be perpendicular to axis of spin. But here axis of precession and spin are parallel. So there is no gyroscopic effect, no gyroscopic ship. So this is the motion of rolling. If you are referring some animation video or something in YouTube, you can see that, you see this clearly. From that you can easily understand what is rolling. Okay, so this is rolling, and a simple problem is discussed here. A turbine rotor of a ship has a mass of 8 tons and a speed of 1700 rpm. The rotor has a radius of gyration 0.5 meter and rotates in a clockwise direction when viewed from stern. And the gyroscopic effect in the following condition: when the ship rolls and at a certain instance it has an angular velocity 0.04 radian per second clockwise when viewed from stern. So here nothing complicating. The angular velocity position is already given here. Angular position is given here 0.04, because here both angular velocity position is given as 0.04 here. And gyroscopic capability, what is the equation? C equal to I omega omega p, and I you can see from mk square, that is mk square, that is 8 tons means 8000 kg into k square. K is given as 0.5. So from that you can do I, and omega is 2 pi n by 60. N is given 1700, so 2 pi into 1700 by 60. From that you will get omega. Omega p is given here, so which is getting as 14242 Newton meter. No effective gyroscopic couple, it will not produce any gyroscopic couple. So finally we are coming to an end of the ship, gyroscopic effect ship. So we are discussed three things here. First one is rolling, the other one is pitching, and the other one is steering or turning. So these are the three main points when coming to the ship. So thank you.